I was going through a lot in my life, and when I finally overcame it, I was left with this body of 250 pounds. I'm halfway to 300 and halfway past 200. Yeah, that's very shocking to me. Today is day 1 of my pre-op diet.
I'm not going to make this long because I don't feel like it. So I'm sorry. But this is so you know that recovery was hell. Recovery was awful. But I feel better now.
When I was in the hospital, I was only supposed to stay 2 nights, 3 days. I stayed 6 nights, 7 days. And that's just to let you know that can happen. Now that I've been out of the hospital, I've been out of the hospital since Tuesday, and I have lost a total of 21 pounds. That's right, 21 pounds. I found out that the reason I was having foamy like burps is because I have what is called stenosis. Out of gastric bypass surgery, I've had the complications. I know what it's like to struggle. So people will judge you. And I find that very interesting because a lot of times we want to be thin so that people don't judge you, so that you fit in with the crowd. You're not the big one in the picture. So I see it all the way around. Bigger people are jealous of thinner people. Thinner people are mad because the bigger people judge them based off of how they look, and they think that they're mean people or they're completely different because they've lost weight. That's not the case. Let me just briefly go over what I've been through. My last video, I was kind of halfway through it, and then stuff started happening again. I was on liquids for 30 days, basically. And that's what happens when you have problems, complications, which I've had plenty. I had stenosis, as you all know. Stenosis is where your esophagus closes in, your pouch, the scar tissue closes it up, and so obviously nothing can get through, so it comes back up. So I spent a lot of time throwing up. Even water wouldn't stay down. So I had 2 endoscopies the last time I talked to you. I have since had one more. Got extremely dehydrated. So I was sent to the ER per my surgeon, who admitted me to the hospital for what I thought was going to be only a few hours. Turned out I was there for 2 nights, 2.5 days. And I was so sick of hospitals. So I'll just kind of tell you. One of the first places that my family and I noticed was right here. Like my whole neck line, everything. Like just pulling my hair up and stuff like this, you can see that there's a difference because this little piece right here is not as bad. I could only hold down water, nothing else, not even any other kind of clear liquid at all. Just water. For pretty much a whole month. There was about 3 days out of that month that I was able to eat mush, which wasn't much at all. As you know, I can only eat about an ounce at a time. So now that my doctor approved me for mush, and then on Monday I can start solids, I've noticed that I actually gained a little bit of like 3 pounds. And that scared me at first, and I've been stuck at like 216. I didn't weigh myself this morning because I didn't want to get discouraged again if I hadn't dropped. So I'm giving it time. And I think the reason for that is my body is just like trying to tell me, okay, what's going on? You starved us for a month and now you're going to eat. So we're going to hang on to that. And I think that's really what's going on. So there's no way I'm ever going to let myself go back to what I was. that's just a bad thought. Do my best. And, oh, and I've lost 43 pounds. Yes. And one thing that I did do was I went through all of my freaking clothes. I mean, literally, I tried on every single shirt, every single pair of jeans, everything. And anything that didn't fit me or was too big or whatever was out. If it was too small, I kept it because I know I'm going to get there. So, which is something I can't say that I've ever been able to do. Ever. Turns out my gallbladder had stopped functioning, causing me extreme pain. He removed my gallbladder. I had no hernia, but I did have an ulcer, so I stepped on the scale this morning, and the last time he checked with me, I was at, like 207, I think it was. I am now at 202.3, so technically I'm only 3 pounds away from my mini goal, and that's like baffling me. I'm like totally excited, and I keep looking at the scale thinking, can't possibly say 202. Like, really? I haven't been 202 pounds since like 2001. Stepped on the scale, and turns out I weigh 199.2. I am noticing that I just can't wait till I can see my belly button like this, you know? That I can almost see my belly button. There's still flub here, but it's not like, you know, how it was. I do have a lot of scars, and I'm hoping they all fade out very well because there are 9 of them. 7 of which you can see. This one, here, 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 and then I have 2 more down here that you guys have seen before. Anyways, this is me. My pants are loose, and this is drying them and everything too. So I'm hoping this flattens out. I have been stuck like for probably the past week, I'd say. Maybe more actually. Whenever I told you last that I was at 199, I have been stuck. Like, it has not changed. So now I'm at 197, so that's a 53-pound loss total. Saggy, this area, girl region, and trust me, that is the most upsetting part of the whole thing. I used to have nice ones. Now, they've gone to crap, basically. Yeah.
Weight loss. I don't know what I weigh right now, but I know I'm probably under the 150 mark, which is my 100-pound loss. And I'm excited to see if I've actually gotten there, but I won't know. I don't have a scale here, and I'm not going to weigh on a different scale because, you know, they all say something different, so I'm going off of what the one has told me this whole time. Last I weighed, I was 153.2. So hopefully this next time I'll be under 150 because my surgeon's goal is 140 for me. But I think I'd actually rather get down to like 130, 135. I don't know. We'll see.
After gastric bypass. And I have finally lost 100 pounds as of today. Yes. And actually, I stepped on the scale this afternoon, in fact, with clothes on, and I was at 150.1. My surgeon's goal was 145. Oh, sorry, 140. I'm at 145. So I have 5 pounds. 5 pounds. And I'm done. No, not really. I want to be like 135, but we'll see. I want to know like how I look when I'm done. Oh, I'll give you guys kind of a really quick view of me. Wait, let me get the chair out of the way. You're going to see my messy room. But yeah. So this is me. This is me from the side. Yeah. Here you go. Okay, from the side, here's me. Ooh, shirt sticking up. Here's the, look at space. I know, I talk about that every time. So this is it. This is me. And maybe I'll show you guys my stomach. My stomach doesn't look that great, but I wish it were like this, you know? it's not. It's like this. It's really not bad. It could be a whole lot worse. Oh, hang on. Sorry. So it could be a whole lot worse, but it's not. Thank goodness. So my update. I am at now 140 pounds.
Tomorrow is exactly 1 year from when I had my gastric bypass surgery. So November 18th, 2009 to November 18th, 2010. 1 year. Can you believe that? It's been a whole year. It's mind-boggling. I really can't even believe that it's actually been a year. I'm sitting here thinking, wow, I went from 250 pounds and right now I am at 137. 113 pounds gone. And I'm looking around and I'm like, where did it go? Because I don't know where it went. Like, I seriously do not know where it went. It just fell off somewhere.
Mike and I have been together for a month as of today. Well, actually, we met a month ago. We haven't technically been boyfriend and girlfriend for a month. And I wanted to do a video to let you guys know that there's light at the end of the tunnel. For quite a while, through the whole process of gastric bypass, I was really struggling. I mean, you guys know that I was in a relationship. I was engaged. And truthfully, it was really hard because he was a nice guy that I was engaged to, but we had a lot of issues. He had his own personal issues, which I refuse to get into on here. It's just not anybody else's business but his and mine. When we were together, that's it. Really good person, but when it came down to, I'm trying to figure out how to say this in case you ever watched this video. When it came to self-confidence, the fact that I had gained self-confidence and lost weight made his self-confidence level completely drop. And so he didn't like people staring at me, guys checking me out. He didn't like that. I had no control over that. So in turn, it led to me being completely unhappy, and I had to leave.
Some of the things that I went through in the year mark, I just started thinking, there's way more than I needed to say in the whole year video. So here it is. I want to talk about the bad things and the good things. We'll start with the bad. The bad things are the complications. Whew. If you've been watching my videos from the beginning, you would definitely know that I went through a lot of complications. They did my initial surgery, and exactly like an hour after my surgery, I started getting the hiccups, like really bad, which my surgeon automatically thought that was like some kind of internal bleeding thing, so he decided to go in and do exploratory surgery. When I went under for the second time, I aspirated into my lungs, getting pneumonia. Basically, I don't even know how to explain it. I'm just going to go down the list of the things that happened. I had pneumonia. I had to have 2 surgeries because they wanted to check. I had a total of 4 endoscopies. I've had kidney stones about 4 times. My gallbladder was removed exactly 2 months from the day that I had my surgery. Actually, no, that's when the pain started happening. So on the 19th was when I had the actual surgery for my gallbladder removal. Okay. Oh, and then I had an ulcer. What else? Yeah, and then now I've got like this hypoglycemia thing, which, by the way, I will have you guys know, I went on a support group website for gastric bypass, and I posted up a comment about it, or a feed about it, basically a thread about how I'm having hypoglycemic attacks and how do you control it. And one girl's doctor actually told her that if you just intake more protein and less carbs, you'll be fine. So I tried that, and I have not had for the last 2 days a hypoglycemia attack, so it seems to be working, in case any of you guys are dealing with that. No carbs, no bad ones at least, just try to get mostly pros. Okay, here's my second video. Pros after gastric bypass surgery 1 year out. Well, we'll start with number one, which is obvious. Losing 113 pounds in a year. Wow, that's amazing in itself. Being able to lay in the bathtub and have, like if I laid in a bathtub, I could fit one whole extra leg on each side of my body. Before my hips touched the sides, it was completely uncomfortable. I can paint my toenails and get close up without like holding my breath. And you guys, girls, you know exactly what I'm talking about with that. It is unbearable to try to paint your toenails. That's why half the time my toenails stay the same color for a very long time. Now I change them practically every day. It's exciting. I lost my light. Well, let's see if we can still do this without the light. So anyway, so this is also another pro. I am sitting Indian style. What? Yeah, and it's comfortable. It's comfortable, yeah. So yeah, sitting Indian style. Being able to walk in high heels. Oh yeah. Here's another one. See? Heels, heels, heels. Yay! So being able to walk in high heels without breaking them or breaking your ankle. Yeah, that's a definite pro. There's nobody wants a broken ankle or a broken heel. Either one. They're both embarrassing. Just as bad. Oh, being able to cross, look, I'm doing it right now too. I'll show you this also. Being able to cross my legs. Like seriously, I can cross my legs with absolutely no problem at all. Oh, shoot, I hope I didn't stop the video. I can cross my legs with no problem at all. And I don't have to pull on my leg to cross my leg. Gosh, there are so many pros. Yeah, there were a lot of negatives at the beginning, but now, life is good. I can go into a regular store and actually pick out clothes that I like. I don't have to feel like I have to pick out ugly clothes that, quite honestly, are probably the cutest ones of the bunch because I really am not given a big option. You don't get much of a selection when you're overweight. You're just kind of forced to pick out what's there. Now that I'm thinner and I fit into like normal size clothing, yeah, I've become quite the shopaholic. Now I see why people love shopping. It is a total lifestyle change. And my battery's dying. So it's a total lifestyle change, and I hope you guys enjoy this video. I hope that it gives you, kind of two sides, the pros and the cons. But the pros outweigh the cons in my mind completely.
Breast augmentation and lift today. I just got home maybe a couple hours ago. And I did not expect it to hurt this bad. I am in so much pain that I wish I could swallow an entire ball of Vicodin and go to sleep and not wake up for a long time until it's all better. But I can't, so my husband's been great. He's had to take me to the bathroom and do all the stuff that I can't do. Like, help me go to the bathroom. It's awful. Like, one little movement of my arm and I feel like my muscle behind my boob is going to explode. It's not a comfortable feeling, but I know that, and I hope, that it's all worth it in the end. Surgeon said she did 480 on each side of saline-filled cc's, 480, and that they looked really good. So I'm just going off of what she said. I haven't even been able to look myself, which quite frankly I don't care to look right now. I just want the pain to go away. But I love you guys, and I miss you, and thanks for keeping me in your prayers, and pray more. I need more prayers for this pain to go away, because it's awful. Alright, well, talk to you guys later. Mwah.
My surgeon's office, my new surgeon for my revision surgery for breast augmentation and lift. He's also going to actually do the lift a little bit better, because that wasn't done properly either. But he said that in his 32 years of practice, mine were the worst case that he's ever seen. Ever.
Hi everyone, my eyes are closed because I'm so sick and tired. And hopefully you can understand me, but everything went fine. I'll post more later, but it was pain.
And she's out. Babe, you want
Yeah.
to say more?
No, I think I'm going to have to do it later.
Okay.
He's sutured all right here. Obviously, because of the way my arm is, it's supposed to kind of be back here just a little, but just because it hasn't dropped yet. Like they still have yet to, drop into the pockets and whatnot. But this side's a little more sore than the other. And I don't know why, but he actually cut them medially, so you can see that. And then they were all the way back here. I'm not kidding you. All the way back there. And this round part right here was back here. He had a line here and a line here. And he sutured either hundreds or thousands, I think it's thousands actually, of sutures to get them, in place. And then my other side, you can kind of see a ripple right there a little bit, but that's because of the way my arm is. But right here, you can actually kind of tell where the sutures are at. It was, again, back here. Well, let me do it with this hand. It was back here, and he moved it all the way right here where it's supposed to be. Because when I put my arm down, obviously, it moves back to where it needs to be. But before, it would just stay, like, way the heck out there, and I couldn't do anything.
What you have to understand, that be yourself on the inside, change who you are on the inside, and as you're changing on the outside through the gastric bypass journey, by the time you hit that physical appearance that you wanted to achieve, like where I'm at now, you will have actually met your personality at that point together. They will have met together, and you will be so much happier, and your life will be so much more rich. And I mean, I am so thankful. Like, I thank God so much, because there's no way I could have made it through anything without him, because I am Christian. And my husband I have a huge, huge passion for that man, because he's really taught me a lot about being strong. He would know. If you go through cancer, you die. You have chemo for over a year. You lose a kidney, all of that stuff. And you can't even pursue your dream job because of a blood clot that you got while the process was happening. I mean, my poor husband has been through so much, and he really didn't have a lot of support. His mom was there, but his girlfriend at the time was not there, and I can't imagine not being there for him if something like that happened. He has taken off like 2 weeks of work just for me to have my boob revision. I mean, that's crazy. That's so common. To everybody who says that my videos are inspirational, that is like the sweetest thing you can say, because I mean, that's just a good word. That's a very, 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 very complimentary word to say to somebody. And I'm so glad that I could be here for you and help you through this journey. And if you have questions, anything, just let me know. Alright, bye guys.